Careful with my television. No cheap oh.
Our quiet street in Enugu was like a big family. Everyone knew everyone. Children played suwe under mango trees, and Mama sat on plastic chairs gossiping about Nollywood movies. But one Thursday afternoon, a rattling blue truck that looked like it had survived 3 accidents stopped at the far end of the street. It was packed with furniture. Chickens flapped everywhere. A skinny, stubborn goat tied to the back of the truck screamed like a crying baby. Mama Chike, a short woman with a loud voice, jumped down, wrapper tied carelessly, chewing gum like she was in charge of the world. She barked orders at the men unloading her things.
Careful with my television. No cheap oh.
She shouted. I whispered to my best friend Ada. Who is she? Ada grinned. That's Mama Chike, the new neighbor. My cousin said she's difficult. Very troublesome woman. By evening, she had already argued with the driver, scolded a child for touching her goat, and blocked half the road with her freezer. Something in my chest whispered, trouble has arrived. And indeed, trouble did arrive. 2 mornings later, Mama woke up shouting, Who emptied our tank? I just filled it yesterday. Papa scratched his head and frowned. Maybe the tank is leaking. Or check with the landlord. He probably used it. But when I stepped outside, I saw Chike, Madam Trouble's teenage son, dragging our bucket of water into their house like a soldier on duty. Chike! I called. Why are you taking our water? He smirked. Your water tastes better. Ours smells funny. And so? Is that why you should take our water without permission? I screamed at Chike. Before he could answer, Mama Chike's voice rang out. Leave my boy alone, oh. It's only water. Must you be stingy? Don't you know there is love in sharing? This kind neighbor self. Mama and Papa heard my voice and came out to confront Mama Chike for using our water, but she just kept defending herself. Papa tried to stay calm. He muttered under his breath, This woman is testing my Christianity. By evening, everyone on the street was whispering about the troublesome woman, or Madam Trouble, as we nicknamed her. On Sunday morning, Mama prepared to make her special stew, but when she reached for her ripe tomatoes on the kitchen window, they were gone. Jesus,
Who
she
took
gasped.
my tomatoes?
We searched everywhere. Then I walked past Mama Chike's corner and froze. She was humming happily, her pot bubbling with red stew. Bright red tomatoes floated in her stew. Neighbor, she called sweetly when she saw me staring. God has blessed me today. I got fresh tomatoes from, the market. I bit my tongue. I didn't want a fight on the Lord's day. But my heart burned. The next Friday, the whole street shook. Mama Chike was throwing a party. The music blasted so loud that our windows rattled. My baby brother cried until his voice cracked, and Papa paced the room. At 2 a.m., Papa finally marched over and knocked on her gate. Please, lower the music. People are sleeping. Mama Chike's voice thundered back. This is my house. If you don't like music, move. So I should not throw a party because you don't like it. Oga, move one side. Jare, let me enjoy my party. Papa returned fuming. This woman is truly wicked. The next disaster came on a sunny afternoon. Mama Chike's goat escaped and trotted into our garden. It chewed Mama Sugu leaves, trampled the pepper plants, then jumped onto Papa's motorcycle seat, tearing the leather seat with its hoofs. Papa screamed, "Get down!" But the goat stared at him like a king. When Papa chased it, the goat dodged him, ran and knocked over Ada's laundry basket. It was as if everything and everyone in Mama Chike's house loved trouble. Everything about her is just problem. Papa stormed Mama Chike's gate in anger. Your goat destroyed my garden and my bike. You need to put a leash on your animal, madam.
Just imagine the level of damage that goat has caused. Mama Chike rolled her eyes. Is it not just vegetables and leather? Why are you shouting, Mr. Man? Please allow my dear goat to have some peace, and also allow me to have peace. Must you complain about every little thing? This made Papa so angry, and he got into a heated argument with Mama Chike. The argument grew so loud that everyone in the compound
Came outside to see what was happening. Even those that lived in the next compound ran in to settle the dispute between Papa and Mama Chike. As the weeks turned into months, everyone had a story about Mama Chike. She borrowed things but never returned it. She promised to pay for shared electricity but disappeared when the bill came. She even scolded little Ngozi for playing too close to her gate. Everyone knew her as a troublesome woman. Even in the market, she had earned a reputation for herself. As a problematic woman, she argues with sellers in the market for any little thing, raining insults at them if her bargaining price for foodstuffs are not accepted. People at the market avoided selling to her because of her troubles. One day, Mama returned home complaining. She insulted me again, Nnamdi, she told Papa. I only asked her to stop blocking the gutter with her trash. That woman doesn't know me, oh. I will show her my other side very soon. I will put that Obanje woman in her place one day. Papa sighed heavily. We will call a compound meeting, don't worry. I will speak to the landlord about this. This can't continue. The next week, on a Saturday evening, all the neighbors gathered beside the orange tree in the compound. Madam Trouble just sat at one corner, looking unbothered, and was ready to give everybody bascos. Mr. Okoro, the landlord, cleared his throat. Mama Chike, I have a problem with you. Everyone in this compound has bad reports about you, and I am very disappointed in you. We welcomed you here with all our hearts, but your actions are causing problems. You have decided that no one will have peace in this compound. Why? How can only one person constitute so much nuisance? Mama Chike stood, wrapper tied tight, arms crossed. You people don't like me because I'm a single mother. Is it a crime to protect my family? You should be thanking me because I bring energy into this boring compound. You all cannot stand a strong woman, but I am bigger than all of you combined. Jealous people. Please, if the reason for this meeting is to discuss my matter, then I am out of here. She stormed out of the meeting in anger. But as Mama Chike spoke, I saw a flicker of sadness in her eyes. Still, her pride was like iron. She stormed off before the meeting ended. 2 weeks later, a small fire broke out in Mama Chike's kitchen. Smoke curled into the sky and screams echoed down the street. There is a fire, oh! There is a fire in Mama Chike's house. Without thinking, Papa grabbed a bucket and Mama shouted for help. Other neighbors came out to help. Even the children ran to assist. By the time the flames were out, Mama Chike stood outside, shaking. Her boldness had melted away. Papa placed a hand on her shoulder. It's okay, Mama Chike. We're neighbors. We look out for each other. Just calm down. You will be fine. Her lips trembled. I didn't think anyone would help me. Papa just smiled and said, It is well. Few weeks later, everyone had forgotten about the fire incident and went on with their lives. By everyone, I also mean Madam Trouble. Yes, she also continued with her wahala. Back-to-back problem every week. 2 months later, on a rainy night, thunder crashed over the city. Suddenly, Mama Chike banged on our door. Help! Chike, my son can't breathe. I don't know what is wrong with him. Her voice cracked with panic.
Papa didn't hesitate. He grabbed his motorcycle keys. Mama wrapped Chike in a blanket while I held a torchlight. Papa raced to the clinic on his motorcycle with Chike at his back.
Papa stayed with Chike and his mother at the clinic till Chike finally recovered. Mama and I prayed for a quick recovery for Chike. Few days later, Chike was stable and they returned back home. Mama Chike hugged Papa and Mama tightly. "Thank you, my neighbor. I was so scared for my son's life. I didn't know you'd help me after all my wahala. If not for your intervention, who knows what could have happened to my son?" she said in a low, sober tone. Papa chuckled. "Even troublesome neighbors need saving. We just have to thank God your son is fine now." The next morning, Mama Chike cooked a huge pot of jollof rice. She carried it to our house, her head bowed. "I am sorry for everything. I acted tough and troublesome because life has been hard. My husband left me years ago, and I felt like the world was against me. So, I decided to be mean to people so that people will not take me for granted." Mama smiled. "You don't have to fight everyone to survive. We're your friends too." Even Papa laughed. Apology accepted. "But your goat must stay far from my bike." Everyone burst into laughter. The following Sunday, Mama Chike hosted a small street gathering. Instead of loud music, she played soft high-life tunes. Children danced, neighbors shared food, and for the first time, I saw her smile without anger behind it. Everyone was so excited. Ada whispered, "Imagine, our troublesome neighbor is now the life of the street. Who would have thought?" Mama Chike raised her cup of zobo. "To new beginnings," she said, her voice warm. Weeks passed, and our street felt lighter. Mama Chike became the first to greet people in the morning. She offered water to anyone whose tap failed, and she even repaired Papa's torn motorcycle seat. I realized then that sometimes people act wicked because they are hurting. A little kindness can heal even the hardest hearts. And as I watched Mama Chike laughing with the neighbors, I felt happy, knowing our compound is back to normal once again. Except for the annoying goats anyway. But we can survive that.